This is a Cranfield Sound production.
Last time on Pisces.
Pisces.
Sit down, Anton. You have a choice to make. Either you join me or you surrender to the hatred you feel, the thirst for revenge. You surrender to darkness. The choice is yours, Anton.
Then I choose to join you.
Brave words.
Pisces, we're both coming. Beth and me.
There is no place for her on our journey.
But I can't leave her.
You saw her die, Anton.
No, I saved her. I used my power. I changed it.
You simply postponed her death.
No, you're wrong.
Fate is cruel and inevitable.
She's here, isn't she? What if she wasn't meant to die? What if my rolling back time was part of her fate?
There is a lot for you to learn, Anton.
Beth? Beth? What's going on? Excuse me?
2 bodies were washed ashore early this morning. A man and a woman, both dead. These people believe it was a suicide pact.
Oh, no. No!
Let her go, Anton. Your world is a cruel, harsh place. Leave it all behind. There is so much for us to see, so many new skies, new lands to walk upon. Come with me, Anton, to new worlds, where mothers need have no fear for their newborn, where the airs are gentle, where there is no pain, no cruelty. Come with me, Anton.
Pisces, Episode 2. Blood Sports.
Coastway Route luxury service to Vienna will depart from platform 43. All passengers please note that this is a Terran service and the transportation of pets, non-Terrans and slaves is not permitted.
Hurry up, will you, woman? That was our train. We've only got 15 minutes.
Oh, Frank, do stop fussing. I won't be a moment.
You can do that on board, for heaven's sake.
Frank, I'm not getting on a luxury cruiser without my earpieces on. What will the other passengers think of me?
It's a train, Sybil, not a cruiser.
Oh.
And I don't expect the other passengers would care if you embark stark naked.
Oh, Frank.
14 minutes, Sybil. 14 minutes.
This is the last call for the 2607 Coastway Route luxury service to Vienna. Calling at Hopetown Central, Long Reef and Vienna. Departing on time from platform 43.
Welcome, sir, ma'am. Don't tell me it's Mr. and Mrs. Bone, am I right?
That's right.
What delightful earpieces, my dear lady.
Oh, thank you.
So good to see customers with a little style. Can Herman take your cases, sir?
Thought this was a Terrans-only trip. Didn't think Duts were allowed.
Frank!
As you so correctly pointed out, Mr. Bone, our passengers are exclusively Terran, but we do find the local inhabitants hard-working, reliable, and most of all, unobtrusive.
Oh, I hope so.
Oh, Frank, don't be silly. I think he's sweet. It is a he, isn't it?
As you will have noticed, Mr. and Mrs. Bone, Verona Enterprises have your safety very much in mind from the very beginning of the journey to the very end. Witness the security doors, which are keyed in exclusively to the palm prints of your Verona staff members. In other words, myself.
Yes, it's all right, all right. Where's our cabin?
Oh, Frank, I was listening. I'm sorry, Mr.
Baloney, ma'am. Raphael Baloney.
I'm sorry, Mr. Baloney, but Frank's rather an expert on trains, and he
Yeah,
don't...
all right, Sybil, yes, all right. Let's get along, shall we? I want to unpack our hand luggage before we depart.
Would ma'am like to inspect our vacuum-sealed luggage carriage, guaranteed to be undisturbed throughout the entire...
The cabin, young man, if you please.
The cabin.
Yes.
What are you doing, duck face? Looks harmless to me. Get it? Harmless. Harmless.
Now, come on, kids. Leave the guy alone. He's got a job to do.
Aliens, children. I thought this was meant to be a luxury trip. I didn't pay 250 Fretniks to be disturbed by Duts and Brats.
Frank, really? Don't you recognise them?
What?
They were on the news, you know.
If you'd like to key in your palm prints, sir, ma'am.
Oh, right. Sybil?
Oh, where do I put my hand?
There, where else?
Oh, yes.
The other way round, you idiot woman.
All right, Frank. There's no need to shout. Thank you very much, Mr.
Come on, Sybil, give me those.
Have a nice trip. Now, what are you kids doing? I thought you were unpacking in your cabin.
There's something wrong with her door. It won't open.
Let's have a look. Which one was it? Ah, yes, number 3. Should be working. Try your palm prints.
It's burst.
Herman, where's the override key? There we go, kids. We'll soon have you.
A dead man.
Kids, go with Herman to the dining car and get yourselves a drink.
But
Go on, kids.
look.
Sir? Sir?
He's dead.
I think you're right.
Can you find the children another cabin?
Yeah.
Then we'll put this man back in here. Can we delay the train's departure?
No way. It's warming up right now. Excuse me, who are you?
Asta. Dr. Asta.
Doctor? Oh, I see. Wait a moment, I don't recall any... Oh, yes, you were the late arrivals?
That is right.
I don't quite know how to put this, but, can I rely on you to keep stum about this guy?
Keep stum?
Yeah, keep it yourself. I mean, if the other passengers knew we were carrying a stiff on the train, they wouldn't be too happy, get my drift?
I understand. You do not wish to alarm them.
That's the idea.
Particularly when one considers the manner of his death.
What? The guy's had a coronary, it happens.
I agree. But not always in these circumstances.
What are you getting at?
Look at his expression, Mr. Baloney. This man died of a fright. This is a good vintage. You should try some, Anton. Some wine. It's good.
No, thank you.
This is a majestic planet, Anton. Only minutes from the city, and we pass through valleys untouched by settlers.
Apart from the railways.
Twin suns, no winters, Fields sustained by millions of inner springs. Moons that arc the planet in perfect spirals. Have you ever seen the like, Anton? It is a great pity that where there is beauty, there must be squalor. Where there is light, there must be shadows. You must forget her, Anton.
Why couldn't I save her, Pisces?
It was her time to die.
But what's the point in my having a power if I can't use it? What's the point in any of this?
You will understand eventually. Give it time. Wounds must heal. All things have to be prepared.
She could have come with us. When I rolled back time, I thought I'd saved her. I told her...
It is only right that you should mourn her passing, Anton, but your grief holds you back. Have a glass of wine.
I said no, thank you.
Out of the bed, blood on your nose and blood on your head. Never had a brain, had a wart instead. And the wart's gone septic and you'll soon be dead. Here comes the blade to slice it off. Here comes the...
Now, hold on, you guys. What's that for?
It's part of the initiation ceremony.
You wanted to play, didn't you?
I didn't say I wanted to get knifed.
It's only a small cut. On the finger, see?
Look.
Yeah, that's great, kids. It really is, but I guess I don't want to be in your gang if it means...
He's a coward, Jem.
Obviously.
Oh, look, guys. Teach it to Herman. He loves to play games.
We're not playing with a dart.
Father would never let us near ducks.
Mr. Valoni, give me strength. Sorry, kids. Gotta disappear now.
Coward.
And he smells.
Mr. Baloney, we have to talk.
Look, Leech, I told you in the city I've done enough for the company. I've paid off my debts. We're through.
Not quite. There was one more thing we wanted you to do.
I said I've done enough. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a cabaret to organize. Melanie, honey, this is your 30-minute call.
Have you made a will, Mr. Baloney?
A will?
It might be nice to know who will inherit all your little bits and pieces if you fail to carry out this final little task.
What do you mean? Are you threatening me?
Oh, just a warning, shall we say. I understand the company's latest method of disposal can be a little... messy.
What do you want me to do?
Are you ready yet, Sybil?
Oh, Frank, do stop fussing. The cabaret doesn't start for another 20 minutes.
Cabaret, Sybil, cabaret.
Oh.
It's important to get a good table.
I expect all the tables are good tables, dear.
Don't want to be stuck with a bloody dut or a D grade.
I'm sure there wouldn't be any unemployed people on a luxury cruiser, even if it did have a third-class compartment.
It's a train, Sybil, a train. I hope they don't have ducks working in the kitchens.
Oh, Frank, don't be silly. Now, have you taken your pill?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure, woman.
Good. Now, which neck piece shall I wear? The gold or the pearl? Oh, my goodness. What are you doing with that old thing?
Decoration, Sybil, decoration.
But you can't wear a gun to dinner, Frank. What will the other passengers say? And you know it scares the living daylights out of me. What if it goes off by accident? Go on, put it away. Did you find out what all the fuss was about next door?
Chap died.
What?
Dropped dead in his cabin. Heard that waiter chappie talking to a doctor woman. She's probably doing an autopsy right now.
Oh, Frank.
Come on! Come on! Step on it! We'll be serving it up in 10 minutes! Shouldn't it have a little more salt in it? Salt!
Very good. A little too much salt. Anton, you're not eating.
No,
A waste of good food.
you have it.
That would be overindulgence.
How did we get here, Pisces?
It is the journey.
Yes, but we're in a different time. A completely different place. How did we get here? I don't remember.
There is nothing to remember. It is the journey. That is all.
But where are we going?
Excuse me, are these seats taken? Would you mind if we joined you?
Please do.
Frank, over here. Thank you very much. And another one for my husband, please. Thank you.
Pisces.
Doctor.
Doctor?
Oh, you're the doctor, are you?
Well, finished the post-mortem. What's the story? Did he fall or was he pushed?
Frank, not at the table, really.
What's he talking about?
There is no need for concern.
Oh, natural death then.
Eat your soup, Frank.
Who's died?
Fellow passenger, probably poisoned by this mug, eh, what?
Frank!
I do not believe we have been introduced.
Oh, no, so we haven't. Bone, madam, Frank Bone. And this is my lady wife, Sybil.
Pleased to meet you.
I am Dr. Alistair, and my travelling companion.
Anton Savage.
Another doctor?
No.
Oh,
Could you pass the salt, please?
Frank, no. You know what the doctor told you about the salt?
Oh, stuff and nonsense. No disrespect to your profession, Dr. Astor, but the man's a fool. And to be honest, I'd rather snuff it before my time than eat this dishwater without salt.
Oh, Frank.
Wine, Mrs. Bone?
Oh, no, thank you.
Yes, please.
It is a fine vintage.
Excuse me, do you mind?
Oh, there are those poor children. Is there something wrong?
Pisces. Pisces, are you all right?
Yes, yes. Wine, Anton.
No, thank you. Are you sure you're all right?
Yes.
It's such a tragedy for the poor little things, losing their parents like that, and now carted off to an educational centre in the middle of nowhere. They must feel so miserable.
Miserable, them? They're rolling in it.
Frank, go and fetch them over.
What?
They can't sit there on their own, the poor little things.
Why should I?
Go and talk to them, Frank. Go on.
Oh, God. Excuse me.
He might seem a little cantankerous, but really my Frank has a heart of gold. And he has such a way with children. Such a pity we could never have had any ourselves. But then we can't wish our lives away, can we?
Your husband is ill.
You've noticed. I suppose you would, being a doctor.
I didn't.
Warrenheimer's disease. It's getting worse all the time. I tried to stop him from doing quite so much, but he won't be told. He's a very stubborn man, very proud. He fought in the 2-century war, you know. At the end, he looked so dashing in his uniform. I was a war bride. We were all so proud of him. I expect he'll show you his medals if you're interested. For services to the planetary system. We had to go to the Presidential Centre to collect them. Such a wonderful day. Well, of course, everyone was delighted that the war was over, and they all went mad, cheering and waving. I suppose you're too young to remember all that, Mr. Savage.
Well...
Such a wonderful, wonderful day. I was so happy.
We're going on a little recce.
What's that, Frank?
Just going to show these young mites round the train.
What a good idea, Frank. Mind you don't overdo it, though.
Don't be ridiculous, woman. It's just a quick walk.
Oh, lovely.
Back in a moment.
He has a passion for trains. He has all the blueprints, timetables, everything. He knows this one inside out. It's one of his favourites, which is why we came on this trip in the first place. It's a shame, really. I expect this is the last trip we'll ever make.
Ladies and gentlemen, before our main course, might I ask you to put your hands together for our very special cabaret artiste, who's traveled from the very rim of the galaxy to be here just for your entertainment, the gorgeous Melanie!
And behind this door is the driver.
Really? Can we see him?
Unfortunately, no. Only the Verona staff members can open this door. But if you press this button here by the lock, I expect we can say hello. Go on, try it.
Hello? Anyone in?
It's vital I talk to him, understand? Vital. Yes, I know it's locked. That's why I want you to open it. Look, Baloney, will you tell this shrimp-faced...
Okay, Herman. I'll deal with the gentleman, thank you. Now, what can I do for you, Mr. Leach?
Open this door.
I'm afraid that isn't possible. There's been a little accident.
Accident? What are you talking about?
A passenger has passed away.
Goodman's dead.
Yes, I believe that was his name. Did you know him?
This wasn't in the plan, Baloney. Have you carried out your instructions yet?
No,
Oh, the company are not going to be very pleased, Mr. Baloney. Not very pleased at all.
You sensed something, didn't you? When that man came in. Pisces.
Mr. Anton.
What was it? Was it darkness? Why do you never tell me anything?
Hasn't she got a lovely voice, that girl?
When you smile at me, I can feel my senses running.
Pisces, if you don't start explaining a few things, I'm going to... What?
Something is wrong.
What the hell's going on? Pisces, where are you going?
He jumped. I couldn't stop him. He was terrified. It was awful.
Might he still be alive?
Not from such a great height.
Where are the children?
I don't know. In the dining car, I
Is
thought.
something wrong?
Anton, will you take Mrs. Bone and see if you can find the children? What's the number of their cabin?
14.
What's happened?
This way, Mrs. Bone.
Sybil?
Sybil.
We must go down there. We might be able to help him.
But
Is there a way?
we have steel ladders in the luggage carriage, but that's vacuum sealed.
Then unseal it.
The wart instead, and the wart's gone septic, and soon you'll be dead. Here comes the blade to slice it off. Here comes the chopper. Chop, chop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Choppity, choppity.
What on earth?
Children, what are you doing?
Trolls and giants.
He's a prisoner.
You can't tie him up like that, you'll hurt him. Really, the young people of today, it's terrible. Where's Frank?
That was exhausting.
We'd better cover him up.
Yeah. Mrs. Bone, please.
I'm all right. Please, stop fussing.
Now, ma'am,
It was Frank, wasn't it?
I'm terribly sorry.
Would you mind if I saw him?
I don't really think...
Is it important to you?
Yes, if you don't mind. Oh dear. I wonder if I might go back to my cabin for a little while. I feel rather faint.
Of course, ma'am. This way.
Was there nothing you could do?
He was dead when we found him. The same expression as before. Absolute terror.
Well, can't I... Well, do something about it. Roll back time to before he jumped.
Do you feel able?
No. I've tried, but... nothing.
Your grief is too strong. The human mind is weak, too easily distracted. You will learn in time to control it. In any case...
Don't tell me. It was his time to die.
Maybe.
Oh, Frank. You silly man. Yes? Oh, hello, Doctor. Please, come in. I'm afraid we've caused quite a stir in one way or another. I'm so sorry.
Apologies are unnecessary.
It was just like him, you know. The silly old fool. He was so proud. That's one of the reasons I married him. But if he kept on taking his tablets and stopped rushing around so much, I told him, silly man, I would have looked after him anyway. It was so like him. Look, he left it for me.
Who?
His pet name for me. A little game we used to play when we were courting.
Your husband was a very unselfish man.
That's right, he was. But so silly. How could he have been a burden to me? We married each other for sickness and health, until death do us part. Oh dear.
Feel no pain. Sleep, 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 sleep.
Wouldn't it be easier to go back the way we came?
We can't do that, sir. I'm afraid the train only runs in one direction. Ah, Herman, would you be kind enough to tell the driver that we're ready to head off? Ready? Oh, never mind. I'll do it myself. Sir.
Yes?
Can I rely on your discretion when it comes to talking to the other passengers?
What do you mean?
I mean that we wouldn't want to alarm them unnecessarily.
Oh, yes, I understand.
Thank you.
That man has a serious problem with personal hygiene. Oh, sorry, I thought everyone had gone to bed.
Oh, that's all right. Join me for a drink?
Well, actually, I was... All right, I will, thank you.
I haven't seen you on this run before.
No, it's my first time. Cheers.
It's not a very popular route for off-world visitors. Most prefer to go inland. You are an off-worlder, I take it.
Yes, very much so.
On holiday?
In a way. Look, are you doing a survey or something?
No, I'm simply interested in my fellow passengers. I travel a lot. I like to know with whom I'm traveling.
Ah.
It's amusing how many interesting people one can meet on a journey like this. Your friend, for example. The beautiful Dr. Alistair.
Yes, she's hardly your average GP, is she?
She looks like a lady with a purpose.
She can be very determined.
What brings her on this particular journey, I wonder?
Do you know, I've absolutely no idea. Why don't you ask her yourself?
I would. Only I have a little business to attend to before I turn in. Good night, Doctor.
Good night.
It was a bit of a hasty exit. How is she?
She will be all right.
Did he fall or was he pushed?
Difficult to say. His wife found what amounted to a suicide note.
Huh. Well, there you are then. Mystery over. You know, you were right. This wine is rather good.
There was no immediacy to the note, and Mr. Bone was such an ordered man. It would have been unlike him to contemplate death with so many loose ends, so many uncertainties.
I hate to say it, but a 400-foot drop sounds pretty certain to me.
Nothing is certain here, Anton. People are not whom they claim to be.
Hark who's calling the kettle black, Dr. Alistair.
Explain.
Never mind. I'm tired. I think I'll have a shower and go to bed.
Yes. Sleep. You need it.
Is this the right way for the showers?
Sure, just through this door.
Oh, right.
Sweet dreams.
Thanks. Where's the light switch?
Computer, online. Search data files, entry codes, planetfall authorizations for a Dr. Alistair and Anton Savage. Security code, 257701/B. Just as I thought.
It would appear that the wires have been ripped from their sockets. How high is the voltage?
What?
High enough to kill her. Oh, God.
She must have died
I've
instantly.
never seen anything like it.
What am I going to tell her agent? She was one of the most respected musical stars in this galaxy. She sang at the presidential inauguration ceremony. We can't allow this to go any further.
What?
I think the time for discretion may soon be over, Mr. Baloney. It is highly probable there is a killer on board.
You can't be serious.
3 suicides would be rather an unlikely coincidence, don't you think?
But this is unthinkable.
I recommend caution. I would suggest that in the morning you tell the passengers to remain in their cabins until the train reaches the next stop.
If there are any passengers left alive to tell.
Baloney, you have to listen to me.
I've done what you wanted me to do. Now leave me alone.
But this is a matter of life and death.
You don't need to tell me that.
I mean yours and mine, you imbecile. I think they're onto us.
Who?
The government.
What do you mean?
That doctor and her friend. They're government snipes.
Are you sure?
They must be. I tried to check out their records, and they're not listed.
They're off-worlders, Mr. Leach.
Even if they were off-worlders, they would still have to clear their details on Planetfall. We've been set up, don't you see?
By the government?
No, you idiot, by that company. Goodman was only the first. We've outlived our usefulness. They're turning us in.
It was baloney. It had to be.
Why is that?
Well, on my way to the showers, I caught him coming out with a towel and so on.
So?
But he stank like hell, like he always does. You smelt him, surely. He hadn't had a shower. He'd just killed the singer. He must have done. And the old man, too.
And what evidence do you have to support that allegation?
Well,
The outer doors are only keyed into the palm prints of Verona staff.
yes.
How could Mr. Bone have operated the door in the first place to jump out?
Oh, God, yes. Baloney must have opened it himself and pushed him.
Maybe.
Maybe.
The girl's hands were clasped round the wires.
Yes, that's how she died. You said it yourself.
Tight.
Well, must have been rigor mortis.
Do you believe that Baloney forced her to electrocute herself?
Oh, Seth, go to sleep. I can't sleep. I want to play another game.
Not again. I want to go to sleep.
You enjoyed the last one.
Who said I did?
You did.
Look, I'm fed up of playing. You play. I want to go to sleep now. I'm tired.
Oh, Jem, please.
What? Shh. Pisces?
No, it's me, Beth.
Beth? But... What?
Anton, there's something I have to show you.
What are you doing here? Am I dreaming?
Hurry up. They mustn't find us.
Beth, wait! It's you. You're real.
Of course I am. Come on.
What are you doing?
It's in here.
What's in here?
Shh, they'll hear us. Come in quickly. That's better.
It is you, isn't it?
Yes, Anton.
I don't understand.
Do you love me, Anton?
What?
You heard what I said.
This is ridiculous.
You never said it to me, Anton. Not once.
Of course I loved you.
Then why did you let me die? Answer me, Anton.
There was nothing I could do.
Nothing?
But Beth, you're here. You're alive. Oh, this is so confusing.
Come here, Anton. You can save me. You can undo what you did. Save me. You don't have to be alone. You can go back.
Want to. Believe me, Beth, I would if I could, but really...
You can. Come here, Anton. It is all here.
What do I have to do?
Anton, no!
What's going on?
You were about to put your hand in there. Another fatal voltage. Our killer's imagination would appear to be rather limited.
She was here, Pisces. Beth was here. I saw her. I touched her. She would never have done this to me. Am I going mad?
Fascinating.
Fascinating. I nearly killed myself. Beth nearly...
Anton, that was not Beth. Beth is dead. The killer must be able to tune into its victim's innermost thoughts and fears. Recreate them. It's emotional manipulation.
You make it sound like a game.
Maybe it is.
Oh, God, this is too much. I'm beginning to lose my grip on reality. What are you doing?
This has been opened recently.
How can you tell?
The seals on the compartment were replaced in a hurry, incorrectly. Someone was frightened of being discovered.
What?
Sargol 16.8.
What's that?
A drug. Rather a large consignment.
Whose bag is it?
Mr. Bones.
Mr. Bone was a drug smuggler.
Oh, I doubt it. Maybe someone...
Who's responsible for this?
Anton, hide!
I don't give a damn about open doors, baloney. We could be locked up for the rest of our lives for what we've done.
They're in it together. No wonder he asked all those questions. And you sensed something, didn't you, when he came into the dining car? Do you remember? Pisces. Pisces, what's the matter?
Look.
Oh, my God. They're in there.
What, both of them?
Yeah.
That means they must have discovered the Sargol. But did you put the whole consignment in there?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. We'll never get it out now. Unless... Wait a minute. This carriage can be vacuum sealed, right?
That's right.
Then we get rid of them.
What?
They're trespassing, right? You found the door open, you shut it, sealed off the rest of the compartment, and bingo. An unhappy accident. The old woman takes the Sargol out as planned, and we're free.
We can't do that.
Ah, Mr. Baloney, I'm sorry to trouble you, but I'm not feeling terribly well, and I can't find Dr. Astor anywhere. I wonder if I could trouble you for some Medivac pills.
Of course you can, Mrs. Bone. There are some in the dining car. If you'd like to follow me. I'll speak to you later, Mr. Leach.
But we saw him outside just now.
So it appeared. Obviously that was not the real Mr. Baloney.
And who was it? Darkness?
No. Darkness can only inhabit living body.
And Baloney's dead.
Quite.
This place is turning into a morgue. What was that?
Decompression. They're creating a vacuum.
Let us out! Can anyone hear me? Somebody let us out!
Anton, stop!
I can't...
Use your power, Anton. Concentrate. Roll back time.
I can't breathe.
Use it, Anton. Now! Anton, wake up! You have to help us!
There you go, Mrs. Bone.
Oh, bless you, Mr. Baloney. That Dr. Astor was very nice to me, giving me her herbal whatnot, whatever it was. But I say you can't beat a good old-fashioned Medivac pill, can you? Frank would disagree with me, of course. He disapproves of any medicine.
Have some of this to help it down, Mrs. Bone.
Oh, I don't know if I should, really.
Oh, go on. It'll help.
Oh, well, if you're sure. Cheers. Oh dear. I've dropped my glass. I'm terribly sorry.
What the hell are you doing in there?
Somebody's tied him up. Poor thing.
Get out of there now, you idiot.
I expect it was those horrid children. What's he saying?
I don't know. What are you doing?
Untying him, of course. There. That's better, isn't it? He's scared. Why does he keep pointing at you?
Hello? Is there someone in there? Is he all right?
No, don't touch him. Take it easy, Anton.
I heard someone banging on the door.
Yes, thank you.
Another body? Who is it?
Come away from there. Anton, can you stand?
Yes. Yes, I think so.
I want you to find all the passengers and take them to the dining car. Stay together.
And away from Baloney. The other Baloney.
Indeed.
What are you going to do?
Do as I ask, Anton. I will join you shortly. Nobody is to come in here. Do you understand? Nobody.
But what if they try to seal off the carriage again?
It should be easy enough to stop them. I can remove the circuitry.
Right. Fine. Come on.
What's going on?
Don't ask me.
Now, let me see. Yes, that should do it. So, there was trust. You are in here. Pisces. Who are you? Where are you? No!
Still alive, Dr. Astor? Oh dear. We will have to do something about that, won't we?
I said I want to speak to Baloney, you dumb animal. Baloney.
Excuse me, what do you think you're doing?
This ignorant duck won't tell me what the hell's going on.
It's probably because he's too terrified to speak. Or did it ever occur to you that he might not know?
Do you know what's going on?
Not exactly, no. All I know is that it's vital we stay here until we reach the next stop.
Why? Where's Baloney?
I'm afraid he's... indisposed.
Ridiculous. I didn't pay 400 Fretniks to be bundled up in the dining car like a scragfish. I'm going to find Baloney.
No, don't, please. Look, everyone, please be quiet for just a moment. I don't know how to put this. You see, there's been a death on board.
What?
Several deaths, in fact. And we think Mr. Baloney, or rather somebody disguised as Mr. Baloney, is responsible. Now, if we all stay calm and don't move until we get to the next stop, I'm sure we'll all be perfectly safe. Please, stay calm.
This is intolerable.
Oh dear, I made a bit of a mess of that, didn't I?
You did your best, dear.
Excuse me, Mr. Savage.
Yeah?
Did you say Mr. Baloney killed those people?
We think so. Why?
It's just that Jem, my brother, was with Mr. Baloney.
What? When?
About half an hour ago. They went to talk with the driver.
Where's your brother now?
I don't know. I haven't seen him.
Who do you think I am, Mr. Leach?
I know who you are, or rather, what you are.
And you think that killing me is a solution to your problem?
No, you are astute.
Why?
I'm in no mood for games, Astor, or whatever your real name is. Now, if you'd kindly move away from the power lines, I'd hate to damage the train when I shoot you. Thank you.
Isn't my body going to be a little difficult to explain away to the authorities?
No, not when there's no record of you ever having made planetfall in the first place. Dear, oh dear, that government really should learn to cover themselves for every possibility.
Mr. Lee.
No tricks, Doctor. Stay exactly where you are. I don't believe it. No!
What was that?
I don't know. sounds like something's happening to the engine. Look, I'll go and find out what's going on. You make sure everyone stays here, okay?
Wait for me. Where are you going, young lady? With him. We'd be much safer here, you know. Oh, dear.
Baloney? Baloney, are you in there? What's going on?
Someone's blown a communicator.
What are you doing here? I thought I told you to stay in the...
Jen?
How does this wretched door work?
Palm print.
Baloney. We'll have to get the body. Come on. Pisces.
You let him out. I told you not to open the door.
We need Baloney's body for the... Oh my God, who's that?
It doesn't matter.
What happened to him?
She killed him.
Oh, don't be stupid.
Clawed to
The
death.
other Baloney was in here?
Leach's gunfire caught one of the power lines.
I thought he was with the driver.
We must go to the driver's cabin. We'll need Baloney's body.
Well, that's why we came here.
Here you are.
Oh my God.
How did you do that?
With my knife. The body was still soft. It came off really easily.
God.
Well, we only need his hand, don't we?
The alarms! We're out of control!
Jen? He's not here.
Just the driver.
Dead.
We're approaching the next station.
At this speed, we'll crash.
We must reroute the power line until 7.
Where do we start?
I have no idea.
What? But Pisces!
Where's the ball?
Pisces will crash.
Maybe.
Maybe. We've got to do something. Oh God, this is useless. Ow! Excuse me. What do you think you're doing?
We're nearly there.
All passengers abound platform 18 to 22. This is not an exercise. Road train imminent. All passengers abound platforms 18 to 22. This is not an exercise. Road train imminent.
Do you really think he knows what he's... I feel like my stomach's being ripped inside out.
Yes. Oh, I thought as much. Thank you.
Do you understand that thing?
He and his race are extremely intelligent. They have a fascinating concept of reality. I would have liked to have spent more time with them.
Just a moment, where are you going?
I have to find the boy.
Oh, thank you. Don't tell me. You know these controls like the back of your flipper, eh?
Excuse me.
What are you doing?
Getting out of here. What do you think?
No, we cannot allow him to...
Look, my dear lady, I don't know who you are, but I do know that we've all had more than enough of this ridiculous treatment. And I shan't be the only one writing a letter of complaint to Verona Enterprises, I can tell you. Excuse me.
This is so naughty, you know. I shouldn't really. But I suppose you're right. It has been a rather nasty journey. Very tiring. Cheers.
Cheers.
You know, Frank, I'm so glad you're not really... Well, I'm glad they were wrong.
So am I.
And you are a silly man, you know, writing all those things in that letter. You know I'll stay with you, Frank, whatever happens, however poorly you are. And of course you won't be a burden, you silly, silly man. Oh, hello, Doctor. We're just having a little drink before we go, aren't we, Frank?
That's right, Sybil.
Come away from him.
Away? Oh, don't be silly.
That's not your husband.
Not my husband? Did you hear that, Frank? Come on, sit down. You too, Mr. Savage. We could all have a little tipple, can't we? Frank, pour our friends a couple of glasses, will you?
Yes, dear, of course I will.
What's going on?
Nothing's going on, Mr. Savage. Everything's back to normal. So hurry up with those glasses, Frank. Now, what are you doing with that old thing, Frank? Put it down.
Mrs. Bone.
It's his Old Faithful. That's what he calls it. Never left his side in the war. Ghastly old thing. Sends a shiver up my spine.
Please, I don't want to do it.
Don't want to do what, Frank?
She'll make me. I don't want to.
You don't have to do anything, Frank. Don't you worry. I'll take care of everything.
She's an old witch. Kill her.
No! 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 No!
I don't want to!
Frank?
You have to, Jem. It's the rules.
Your rules, not mine. I didn't want to play the game in the first place.
But you enjoyed it, Jem. You felt the thrill of the hunt, the taste of warm blood in your mouth and on your hands.
No! No, I didn't.
And now you feel it again.
I don't.
You do, for me.
No, Seth. Don't make me.
Kill, Jem. Kill.
No!
My God! Stop it! Pisces, stop it!
What's happening?
The child killed them all. He has the power to change himself at will, murdered by twisting his victims' emotions, toying with them, like the wolf at the kill.
Where's Frank?
Dead, killed by the child.
And now he's murdered his own sister.
It's time for confrontation. Darkness.
Darkness?
I command you!
You were too late, Pisces. Far too late.
The girl was darkness?
I don't understand.
You have a choice, Jem. Listen to me. Either you join me or...
There is no choice, Pisces. He has his sister's blood on his hands.
There is always a choice.
Then let the boy speak for himself.
Jem.
I choose to kill.
Where have they gone?
On a journey.
Our journey?
Yes, Anton.
And you let him go with darkness.
It was his choice.
But you must have been able to do something. He was only a boy, for Christ's sake.
Do you think I would not have done if I'd have known soon enough? Darkness has a great power. It got to him first.
Dr. Alistair, Mr. Savage, I want my husband back.
We must leave.
Please.
Anton.
You can't just leave her. Pisces! I'll be back. I'll be back.
We have to leave.
Is this what it's going to be like, Pisces? All this death, loss and suffering, without being able to do a thing about it? Because if it is, I'm not playing. This isn't what you promised me, Pisces.
We have a long way to go, Anton.
To where? Pisces, where are we going? Oh, come off it, Pisces. That's hardly an argument.
Anton, I do not wish to argue with you.
I don't particularly want to argue with you either. It's just that I feel so helpless. I don't like seeing people suffer. Especially when there's something something we can do about it.
Meaning?
You have powers. I've seen them. Supposedly, I do as well.
You have a great gift.
Yeah, so you keep telling me, but I can't use it, can I? And I don't understand why. It worked perfectly well at home, on Earth, whenever that was.
Indeed.
Well, why not now?
What you experienced was the point of contact, as the ripples hit your time system.
Ripples? What's that supposed to mean?
Since then, your gift has lain dormant within you, waiting to be unlocked.
Well, how do I unlock it?
There will be a time and a place.
Oh, no,
for...
Pisces, don't give me any of that. I want to do it now.
What's that?
Pisces, I mean...
Shh. Listen.
Sounds like a power drill or something. Pisces!
Anton, back!
What on earth's going on? Pisces! Behind you! Pisces! Pisces!
Pisces, Episode 2, featured Maria Galante as Pisces, Nigel Fares as Anton Savage, Mark Young as Frank Bone, Jenny Ellis as Sybil Bone, Leon Cooper as Jem, Madeline Brentnell as Seth, Gary Russell as Leech, Lucy Porch as Beth, Matt Shepherd as Wrecker, and Nicholas Briggs as Baloney and Darkness. It was written and directed by Nigel Fares, and the studio manager was John Ainsworth. That one, haven't we?
Maria,
Hello.
is this your first experience of an audio play?
In fact, no, it's not.
What other ones have you done?
We had quite extensive radio training at drama school while I was there 2 years ago, and this is in fact the first professional job for radio since leaving school.
Which drama school did you go to?
A very interesting place called Aura
Where the hell's that?
in Wandsworth on the Common.
So you've got nice sort of scenery around you.
Beautiful, very green.
Why did you go there?
Because it was the only school that accepted me.
Oh, fair enough. So you've done a bit of radio, and obviously you've done a bit of theatre and things like that. What's the main difference between the two?
Oh, I think that's blatantly obvious.
Pisces! Pisces!
What? What's your first line? Was it
Anton back.
Now let's go on to the next question.
No, you can't. You can go if you like.
Let's talk about Pisces. Do you like playing Pisces? Is your accent genuine?
Of course it is, darling. What else would it be?
Well,
I am from the universe. No, of course not. I'm a very talented actress. It's one of my many assets.
This is what I thought. This is what. Would you care to list some of those other assets?
I make a very good spaghetti bolognese. Excellent cappuccino coffee. And
I've
of
also
course-
been told that you do an excellent impersonation of a baby seal.
It's a complete rumour. Total fabrication. That's just...
That was just that baby seal down in the corner, wasn't it?
It was.
Be quiet, baby seal. Now, this character Pisces, do you like her? Do you think she's quite a nice person?
I can't tell yet. I can't tell. I mean, she's obviously really cool and neat and, you know, is very much in control and a complete enigma, which appeals to me. But as As to whether or not... I still don't know if she's the goodie or the baddie, simply because the writer has still not finished the script. So, it's very up in the air at the moment. It's time for confrontation. Darkness, I command you.
It was an easy win, Pisces.
The battle is not yet over.
His anger was enough.
No, not enough. He fled. There is another round to play.
That's the way you went like that, and really scratch your nose as if it was really...
Nick, you don't do impersonations of baby seals, do you?
No.
But for once you're playing a baddie, which is fairly unusual for you, because usually you play the sort of nicer than nice, boring good guys. Is it nice playing a villain?
Yes. It was very nice, actually. Or it is very nice. Because, especially the way Darkness is, where he's in this constant sort of ecstasy of nastiness the whole time. And it, you know, gives you plenty of time to avoid fluffing the lines. Because, you know, normally you're kind of, if you're speaking fairly straight, you know, and you kind of trip up on something, it's obvious. But with Darkness, you see, you get a sort of before every line, and afterwards, so it gives you plenty of thinking time. And also, because it's such a very clear, nasty motivation, it's because it's so unsubtle, it's not so easy to go wrong with it, you know what I mean, because it's not so it's not so subtle, basically.
Where did you get the idea of the voice from? Because it's quite a chilling voice, you know. How did you invent it?
Donald Sinden, no. That's what everyone says. I keep joking that it's Donald Sinden talking about church architecture, rubbing his hands, you know.
Actually, what I wanted to ask is, should it be more Alicia?
Yes,
yeah, a bit tempting like that.
God, Darkness progresses.
God, no.
Actually shows.
Surely not.
No.
A little bit of vocal diversity.
No, never. I want to stay in the gravel pit.
Off you go.
Right, scene 26. Take 3. 3, 2, 1.
Everyone who was taken over by Darkness suddenly starts
talking. They do, don't they?
Sorry. 3, 2, 1. Who's there?
Alicia. Yes, sorry.
Oh, yes.
It was just this idea, basically. I mean, he could have just been this nasty person who just said, you know, sort of, I don't know what he says, actually. Sort of being nasty the whole time and all that kind of thing. But I thought that because he's this force, embodiment of a force, I would have thought that he was totally obsessed with that. So this kind of obsessive thing, it means there's no possibility of kind of light-hearted conversation with him. So I thought his voice would be very obsessive and on one level, really. You know, you couldn't ask Darkness. I don't think Darkness goes home at night and has a cup of tea, you know. Get me the tea, dear. You know, it's all, he's 100% committed to his objective.
So how would you...
The rules of the game are changing, Pisces, as we reach the end.
The end?
It's nearer than you think. Be aware, Pisces.
But it's interesting, it's good, it's, you know, I'm typecast as well, you know. Enigmatic and beautiful, you know.
All those, and the accent, you know, as you say,
course.
perfect typecasting. So if it's perfect typecasting, did you base it on anyone in particular apart from yourself? And do you know what she looks like?
Me, really.
Just like you? Stunning.
Yes.
Attractive.
Yes.
Well, there we go. One final question for now. Do you think this Pisces series would work in any other medium like
yes,
theatre or
I
television?
do, actually. I think it would work brilliantly as a cartoon serial.
A cartoon series?
One of those bad ones?
No, I mean a comic strip.
Oh.
A comic strip. And also, yeah, probably as a cartoon. Pisces reminds me of Cruella de Vil. You know, from, is it 101 Dalmatians? That's what she reminds me of, which makes me think the whole thing would work quite well as a cartoon. But more so, but definitely as a comic strip.
So how would you like to see the character develop?
I'd like to see him get more and more obsessive and find more and more cunning ways to achieve his aim.
Would you like to have more lines in future stories?
Well, yes, as
You've
long
had a
as...
bit of a bum deal so far, really.
Well, don't say bum, Gary.
Bottom deal.
Bottom deal. A bit of a botty deal I've had. A sort of fluffy botty deal. Yes, I think, but it is quite nice if it's this guy the whole time going like this, and he's doing it for sort of a whole hour. It's very boring. It's quite nice to sort of strike the contrast and suddenly have this nasty person. But yeah, obviously I like a few more scenes. Yeah.
What's it like working with Maria?
Fine.
Maria, what's it like working with Nick?
Sorry, what was that?
That's what she says to me when I've said my line.
Right, I'm going to
she's very nice. She's
turn very
nice,
briefly
and we
now.
have a lot of laughs.
Yeah, shut
don't
up.
we? Which
And
laughs?
Very good.
Okay, scene 26, take 1.
The killer must be able to tune into its victim's innermost thoughts and fears, recreate them. The killer must be able to tune into its victim's innermost thoughts and fears, recreate them. It's emotional manipulation. Oh dear.
It's okay.
Oh dear me.
Pisces, if you don't... Scene 13, take 1.
Someone's blown the communicator.
What are you doing here? I thought I told you to stay in the curry. The curry. That's what I'm talking about.
This is ridiculous. I didn't pay 400 fretniks to be bundled up in this dinging car for like
Dinging car?
do.
A dinging car.
I'm eating in a dinging car.
Oh, I feel like my stomach's been ripped into...
That's not the line, Nigel. Could you please read what's on the script? What are you doing?
Getting out of here.
No!
Pick up, take 1.
What are you doing?
Getting out of here. What do you think?
No!
Yeah, that stopped too quickly. I think. We'll go for another take on that, I think.
Pisces.
Episode 3, The Huntress, takes us to a distant volcanic world where the outgoing leader of a patriarchal tribe seeks to restore himself to power.
A leader does not abandon a battle halfway through.
Betrayal has a bitter taste. I pray to Mula that you die gagging on it!
What do you know about her lot, eh? What do you really know about her lot? I'll tell you what you know. Nothing! Absolutely sod all!
I am the leader! No one commands me! You idiot savage! Have you forgotten everything I've done for you?
Father! Father!
The seeds of doubt are sown in her mind, and from those seeds, darkness will devour her.
Pisces. Pisces. She's dead.